Kids, listen to the rap music. Kids, listen to the rap music. What do you like to play? Pokemon. Pokemon, 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 Pokemon. What do you like to play? Pokemon. Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? Wally here, bringing you guys another gameplay, a little free-for-all on Summit. But before we get into the commentary, real quick, I just want to let you guys know, I've been trying to step it up in my games a little bit and then stepping up with my commentaries and my videos here. So I tried to work with a little bit of color correction today, and this is my first attempts at it. So let me know what you guys think. If you like it, if you don't like it, you just want to see how it is. Or if you want to have it look a little bit nicer like this. So just let me know what you guys think. And real quick, I just want to say thank you to the Andrew if you ever managed to see this. I didn't actually use the specs you gave me, but I tweaked around with them a little bit, and it was a great starting off point, so thank you a lot. And guys, today I was getting in touch with my sensitivity side, meaning that I decided to just bump up my sensitivity back up to 9, just for really no reason, but just to have a little fun. I apologize, I bumped the mic a little bit, but yeah, just to have a little fun and mix things up. So my shot might have been a little bit off. Don't rip on me too bad if it was. Anyways, though, I'm sure as you guys can tell, the game changer that we're talking about today is none other than Pokemon. And if you're my age and you were on planet Earth, you definitely got swept up by the Pokemon craze. And I know that pretty much every kid that I knew, for the most part, was completely obsessed. It didn't matter whether it was the TV show, the trading cards, or the game itself. Pokemon just absolutely seemed to envelop everyone at my age for like a good solid 2 years. I mean, for me, like I was absolutely drawn in. I had to, I was on the quest to get them all. It didn't matter whether it was the trading cards or the game. I had to have every single one, especially with the trading cards. I was crazy. I was a little bit of what you'd call like a hustler, I guess, back in the day when it came to the trading cards. I remember buying these really cheap, like Chinese or Japanese, probably Japanese actually, because I think it was made in Japan. But Japanese cards that they looked like the American cards, but they were cheaper. And I remember telling everyone that they were like super valuable, and just trading kids and just like pretty much ripping people off, which is pretty terrible to do at that young age. But I had to get my Pokemon on, so I apologize to anyone that I ripped off with those trading cards. My fault. And if it makes you feel any better now, they overprinted them and they're all worthless. So, anyways, getting back to actually the Game Boy game though, I just remember myself playing it and just I was able to pour like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours into the game. And the thing that was really cool about it was that after you were done, like, building your party and making it as, beastly as possible, you go check out with your friends and see what they got. And then you could fight and see who's better. So, I mean, I don't know, a lot of times, like, this was really before, like, the online craze hit. So there was no ways for people really to compete in video games except for, like, just sitting there and playing against each other, like, one-on-one. And it was just a really fun way to do it. I don't know. I mean, I just remember still being like in third grade, and once recess time came, it was Pokemon battle time. Everyone got out, and there was like big circles crowding, like the two people fighting, and there was, like little kid trash talking about how you stink and you smell, blah blah blah. Like I'm gonna mess you up, and it just got mad intense. And, like kids would just get super serious about it, and like looking back at it, it was pretty hilarious. And it was a lot of fun, and I mean, the trades too were intense. Actually, I think it was still third grade when we would do like the trades, and at my era of Pokemon, I don't know about you guys, but for me there was only 150, I think 151, and nowadays there's like thousands of them, so I have no idea what's going on with it anymore. But back, it was simple and pure, just 100, 150, 151, and there was like one really special one, like the 151 like special release Pokemon called like Mew. And I think you had to go like some mall event to get it. But I remember a couple of my friends had it, and there was like a way that you could duplicate like Pokemon, like by like pulling like the cord that connected the two Game Boys together, like at the last second, like right before the trade completed, you would just yank both sides out, and it would make the Pokemon like duplicate, so both people would have it. So we were doing this, and I remember I traded with the kid, and I got the Pokemon, and everything was fine on his side. But he did it with another kid, and there was like a risk of you actually losing your Pokemon when you did this. So they tried to do it, and the kid lost his Pokemon. He's like, you gotta give me that Pokemon back." And the other kid was like, "No, I'm not giving it back. Like, I'm keeping it." And just like a huge brawl broke out between like all the little kids, and there was like a big circle of kids like swarming, like fighting, and it turned into like this huge like ordeal. And it got so bad that they ended up, I think, banning Pokemon from recess, and there was no more Pokemon. And my hustling days with the cards were over. It was a sad day, but I think it had to happen for safety reasons. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't follow Pokemon too much anymore, like, or not at all. I'd be honest, I'd still play it if I had a Game Boy, but I wouldn't buy a Game Boy just to play it. But it seems like the game's kind of evolved, and I do mean the pun intended with that. But it seems to be a lot more complex than when I was a little kid. I mean, I know there were some moves and stuff, and like there are ways to make like good characters and bad ones, but now it's a whole other league. Like if you're interested in checking it out, I've watched a couple of videos by Blame Truth where he does a couple GBs with Pokemon, and yeah, the game is no longer a simple little kids game. I mean, it's more like chess. You got to think 2, 3 moves ahead if you want to do well. Like he'll talk you through like what he's doing pretty much during the fights, and it's pretty interesting. I really enjoyed it, and was pretty amazed at how in depth it actually was. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know if you think that might be cool. Check it out. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. Peace.